Hello, my name is Marisa McFarlane, and I'm a community internship specialist in the Department of Neurosurgery. And we have a guest with us today, Judy Young. We're going to interview her for a feature piece in the Black Caucus Bulletin. And so we're going to ask a few questions, and we'd love to learn more about what you do and the center. So with that, I'm also the chair, the communications chair of the Black Caucus as well. And so I'll turn it on over to Judy Young to introduce herself with her name, her pronouns, her role, and a little bit about what she does.
Great. Thanks, Marissa. Hi, everyone. I'm Judy Young. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the executive director of the UCSF National Center of Excellence in Women's Health and the co-director of the Black Women's Health and Livelihood Initiative. And I've been at UCSF for 16 and a half years. And I'm excited that I get to focus on a lot of things, but it includes overall women's health and partnerships around women's health. I focus on anti-racism work and how we think about that within the institution. And I focus on Black women's health and getting to make sure Black voices, Black women and Black gender expansive individuals' voices are included in our work and think about how we make our health system safer and healthier for those individuals and work on disparities and access for those individuals. So a lot of things in all of that I do.
Can you let us know a little bit about the Black Wellness Center and Clinic?
Sure. We launched the Black Wellness Center and the Black Wellness Clinic in June of 2022. And the Black Wellness Clinic, I'll start with the Black Wellness Clinic. Both of them are located at Mount Zion. The Black Wellness Clinic is a clinic that is a specialty clinic providing family planning, gynecological, and obstetric care. It's where Black patients can see Black providers in that space. We have longer appointment times, beautiful clinic space, and an opportunity to get questions answered and to see your space, see the providers, race concordant providers. It's also a place where our providers are getting to work together, Black providers getting to work together. And so it gives our providers a place to have some synergy in their working space. And so we also believe that it just is a place that's caring for our providers in a special way. Connected to the Black Wellness Clinic is the Black Wellness Center, which is on the first floor of the Women's Health Center at Mount Zion. And the Black Wellness Center is a beautiful space that is designed to be healing. It's for all of our Black community. That includes patients, community members, staff, faculty, and all of our trainees. And it is a welcoming space to focus on the wellness of all of our Black population. We have wellness events in the Black Wellness Center right now, a couple of times a month, on the first and third Friday of the month, the same Fridays that the Black Wellness Clinic is open. And we will be soon expanding those events to other days as well. And so we're working on that. We have events that include things like meditation, sound healing. We've had yoga, we've done poetry writing, poetry, just listening to poetry and spoken word. We've enjoyed some of your spoken word, Marissa. It's been incredible. We will be we'll be doing Zumba. So we're getting our hearts moving with Zumba soon. And we have lots of other things going on in that space, including a rotating art exhibit by Black artists. So the art exhibit stays up for a few months, and then it changes. Our current art exhibit is called The Daughters of Henrietta, for Henrietta Lacks, honoring Henrietta Lacks and her family. And we have a beautiful exhibit that we'd love people to come and get a chance to see and engage in. It's actually an interactive exhibit. So we'd love people to come and get a chance to see and explore that exhibit before it leaves at the end of February. And then we'll have a new exhibit up for people to explore.
I do need to check that out. I haven't seen the recent one. And I actually skipped a question. I meant to ask, can you tell us something about you, like a fun fact that many people don't know about you?
Sure. Yeah, I guess, well, I'll see. see if if people know this about me. Some people know parts of this about me, but I'll start with the part people may not know. In 2020, I started my own nonprofit that I do as a my side business, my extra hat that I wear. It's connected to one of the things that I love to do that many people know about, which is Zumba. So I am a licensed Zumba instructor, and I, along with my Zumba partner, started our nonprofit called Jam for Joy. And we decided that we love Zumba so much, and we wanted to bring Zumba, especially during the pandemic. We were trying to connect people through movement. And so we started our own business called Jam for Joy. And we now teach classes almost daily, have classes available, as well as special events. So you can find us online or find us on social media as well, and join our classes virtually or in person, a couple of days a week.
Definitely nice. And you have that Zumba going on this Friday.
That's
Lovely to
right.
hear that. How did you and your colleagues establish the Black Wellness Clinic and Center? And how are you funded?
A great question. The Black Wellness Clinic is directed by one of our OBGYNs, Dr. Katie Brown. And she is the medical director of the Black Wellness Clinic. And she and I and some of the other physicians and other folks in our group had been working hard to think about how we would make this happen and really make this program work. And so we started the Black Wellness Clinic after much work and research, and thinking about how we could collaborate. And we have many providers providing services in this. I do want to back up and just say that the Black Women's Health and Livelihood Initiative, I co-direct that with Dr. Andrea Jackson. And so she also is a great thought partner, a great leader in all of this work. And so thinking through with her and Dr. Katie Brown about how we would launch this and get this started. So we started the clinic after really discovering that so many patients were looking for Black providers. And so we really thought this is a way to make this happen. And the other thing that was missing for many patients is having longer appointment times, enough time to talk about what they needed and cover what they needed. So those are some of the reasons that we started it, and felt that it was really important to get this started. And we sought out some support from funders. And so we have some grant and gift funding that is supporting the work. That includes not only the clinic and the clinic space, of course, is being provided by our health system, but we have funding from some grant funders to provide a patient navigator. And then we're in the process of finalizing the hiring process for a patient advocate. So the patient navigator will help patients navigate between appointments that they need to make, scheduling appointments, and getting to the next place. And a patient advocate is really in position to support patients if they need assistance as they go on to different appointments. So for example, if they have questions or want help devising questions, developing questions when they are referred to just different appointments, we want to make sure our Black patients are prepared and have the support and have an advocate with them. And so this advocate will be available to go with our patients that specifically with the patients in the Black Wellness Center, a Black Wellness Clinic. They'll be able to go with those patients to appointments out in other parts of UCSF and support them in that at those visits.
Brilliant to hear. What is your favorite part of working here?
I think there's so many things, but I'll say that, it's wonderful to be able to work and do something that you have passion about. And so for me to be able to find a passion and to be able to put my attention to something that's meaningful to me and that can make an impact in my community is just the greatest gift and the greatest joy. So, to be at this point in my career and being able to say I'm doing this because I wanted to work specifically on Black women's health and Black gender expansive folks' health for a very long time. So to be able to say I could do this, and I get to collaborate with really wonderful people. And so I think the part of the work is collaborating with people who are amazing and who have great ideas, who are thinking of things in different ways than I think about them. And that makes the work that much better. So it's the opportunity to work with people both inside our community and outside of our community, to think about how we can make the work better, how we can make access to our healthcare better, and what we can do to not just survive in our life, but really thrive.
Or what are you most proud of in your career so far?
That question has come up in my career over and over again. And I think, that's a tricky one, because wherever you are, you're proud of something that you do. I think I'm proud of lots of things that I'm proud of. And I think, I think I'm gonna just stick with, I'm proud that I'm actually focusing on Black women's health, gender expansive health right now. There's so many things I could say that I'm proud of that I've done over the course of my career. I've had a long career, and I've got more time, not retiring yet, but I would say that I'm really proud to be doing this work right now, and to be doing work that I can say I'm excited to get to every day. I'm excited at the end of the day to say that I've done great work. And I'm excited to be working with the people that I'm working with. So to be able to do the work I love, and to be working with people that I care about and that are doing great work too, that come with a passion and with a mission and focus on the mission. So to be able to put that energy towards amazing things and to impact our community and the Black community specifically at this time feels important, and feels like we're making a difference. And so I think that makes me very proud to see people say, to come into the Black Wellness Center or to connect to the Black Women's Health and Livelihood Initiative and to say, I didn't know this existed and this is making a difference in my life. That I think makes me feel really proud.
That was going to be kind of the next question is, how do you see, what are some examples of how your organization has made a difference in people's lives?
I think part of it is just the connections that we're making with people and for people. One of the biggest things that we've learned in the time our Black Women's Health and Livelihood Initiative has been around for 4.5 years or so, a little over 4 years. And one of the things that has been important during this time has been, I would say, that has been a thread throughout everything is the community building and the connection. And that's been one of the important threads. There've been several, but I think one of the important threads is the community building. And every time we gather people together, people are there's just this deep and meaningful connection that people have. And I love being able to see the difference it makes when we're able to bring people, even if we're just bringing, I don't say just, but even when we're bringing people at UCSF together, Black people together that have not been together in that format before, or connecting people that didn't know, that have been isolated in their departments, faculty that have been isolated, trainees that have been isolated, staff members that have been isolated, or people who just have been here a long time and didn't know that we could do this together, that we could gather together, or that we could have a wellness center just for us, or that focus on our own wellness and our own well-being. So to be able to do something like this and have it be a model for other communities, it's not meant to exclude other communities, but it's meant to be a model. And so how do we do this in a way that says we can lift up and do this and support each other and be a model? That to me feels like we're making a difference, because we're doing this and saying this is important for our well-being, and we're modeling what we want other communities to do for themselves and trying to show a way and a path. And we're willing to help with that path. So that feels like we're making a difference, because we're trying to take care of ourselves, and we're trying to show how important it is for each community to take care of ourselves.
So very true. And you have helped me with that personally, with the spoken word, when you have the spoken word sessions, and it really encouraged me to write my own pieces and then eventually speak it. So thank you for providing that space, for really just getting us encouraged and motivated, and having a wellness space for us to connect. It really is community building, and I thank you for the work that you do. What are some important or areas of opportunity for your organization? What would you like to improve on?
I would like to, I'd always like to be better connected and with additional community partners. I would like to improve on having a community partners. I always feel like UCSF and our work can get better at how we work with specific community members and community organizations that are external to us. So I always feel like we can improve. I feel like we do, some of us do a good job and have been doing it for many years, but I always feel like there's room for improvement. So I will never say that we're done with that work. So I think that's always an area of improvement. So I'll claim it as my area of growth because I'm always learning how to do better. So I would say that there are pockets of San Francisco that I'm not as connected with, that I would like to connect with, areas of the Black community in San Francisco that I may not be as connected with, that I think we can grow in. And making sure people know that we exist as the Black Women's Health and Livelihood Initiative, Black Wellness Center, the Black Wellness Clinic. So those are areas that I would like people to, that I would like to improve on, making sure people know we exist. And I think, and being able to partner with those organizations and those individuals so that we can find out what people are interested in and offer education or additional services. So that would be one thing. And then I think specifically to the UC community, being able to partner with internal organizations within UC and understanding what the UC community is interested in. So if there are staff members or people in departments that have specific needs that we could be of support with, how can we do that? We have this space at the Wellness Center. We could have events there. It's connected to Ida's Cafe and our Healing Garden. So how can we think about opportunities to have wellness events that support our Black community at UCSF? And so we need to know what people are interested in. We need to know how we can better serve our community. And so we're hoping that people will reach out to us. As we try to reach out to folks, we want more people to reach out to us and say, this is what we're interested in, and this is how we see using this space that's designed for people in our community. So we really need to hear from people and have people show their interest. We hope people will show up so they can see the space and then say, oh, I have an idea. Let's partner and do this together. So that's what I really want, is people to say how they can use our space.
And I would love that. I would love to be part of opening up that discussion more so through
Yeah.
this Black Caucus Bulletin spotlight, as well as just like, yes, how can we have you join us and we join you? I would love to keep spreading the word that way. And so do you have any other thoughts or comments that you'd like to share about the Wellness Center, about the Black Women's Health and Livelihood Initiative?
Simply that I would love for folks to join us on our mailing list if you are not already on our mailing list. Specifically, if you're, let us know how you identify. So Black Women's Health at ucsf.edu is our email. Please let us know if you're, specifically if you're Black woman or Black gender expansive individual, let us know in that. If you're an ally, let us know. We have different listservs for different parts of our community. If you're a Black man, let us know so we can make sure that we're sending the communication out to the right, you're getting the right communication. Based on that, we have programs and different things for different parts of our community. And we want to make sure that we're not spamming people with too much email, but we want to make sure that we're including people in the right things. And we want the support of our entire community in the work that we're doing. So we would love to hear from folks about what they're interested in and how we can better serve everybody.
Thank you so very much. It's been really informative and wonderful to have you. And I just love what you do, and I want to keep expanding the word and sharing this with others. So join us, please. And we would love to connect.